Hello everybody, welcome in. A special shout out to my YouTube replay watchers. Thank you guys for tuning in. It feels like forever, but it's been since Friday. Today's only Monday. A couple of days off feels like a lifetime when you're used to a certain schedule. I was very tired last night, so I went ahead and took myself to bed and I did not go live. I got a lot of work done, and that felt great. So just continuing to try and get this calendar out as soon as possible. I've never been this late with my calendar, so it is stressful. It is stressful and it's taking a lot out of me mentally. So I am happy to dig into the coloring book. For those of you who were here when we did this last page, this is how it turned out. I like to give a little preview of what we did the session before, because I know some people are in and out, some people fall asleep, they don't get to see, but this is how she turned out. I think that we did a pretty good job. This was a people's choice page, and it gets a little risky, but we did our thing. I think it turned out really, really nice. I like the background being the colored pencil, added a little texture. I think we did our thing. So tonight, we're going to pick a new page and figure out what the vibes are. Tomorrow is Halloween, so I might want to do something. I think we did all the spooky pages, but we could do something very fallish. I really love this page with the cozy earring. She might be a vibe. I want to do something that's going to make me feel good. That's kind of like where I'm at. This one's very fallish, but I just did sunflowers on the last page. So we did her as a separate printout, so technically they aren't colored in the coloring book. So I think I'm going to do the cozy earring. Ooh, she's fun. Maybe we'll do her after Halloween. Just trying to find what the vibe is. Yeah. Let's do cozy earring. Let's do it. She's cute too. I'm in the mood to do her though. So let's do it. Get myself situated. Get everything ready to go. I don't know what the color palette or the vibe that I want to go for. I'm thinking neutrals. She seems like cozy, snuggly, nudes, browns. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting for her. So let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my sheet protector. Put that in here, because the first step is always the skin. So I am going to, where did I put my new skin tone set? Wow, it's literally right in front of me. Hidden in plain sight. I see everyone is trickling in. Hello everybody. Thank you for welcoming me. I am very happy to be here. Let's get into it. Y'all already know. We're going in with the Ohuhu. These are the Honolulu series, which means it has a brush tip on one end, chisel on the other. This is the skin tone set. So we have a nice variety of colors, lots of browns to pick from. So let's see what it's giving. Let's see what it's giving. I kind of want to see. Oh, you just ordered these? Love that. I kind of want to see. I know the girlies have been wanting a light skin girl. And you guys know I struggle with that. Not because I'm anti-light skin as a butter pecan girl myself. It's just that markers tend to make everything darker. So I'm going to see what I can do. Let's see. It's just the light skin always comes out looking pink or peach. So we might have to layer some color pencil on top of it to kind of neutralize some of those tones. But I'm going to give it a go. Why not? The only way to learn is practice. So I'm just swatching on my new color thing to see if some of these skin tones will work. YR107. Okay, that could be a good color for some shadows. I like that. Like, that feels like it could be like a good light skin base if you weren't putting anything else on top of it. That's where you get messed up, is once you start shading, it starts getting real brown real quick. Let's see what Buttercup Yellow is giving. Y145. Okay, it's not giving yellow, but it's another good shading option. I'm not mad at it. It just ain't who she said it is. So, let's see. Someone said rose beige. Color E287. I don't think this set has any E's in it. So let me go to my big boy set. E287. Let's give it a go. Hopefully I have that somewhere. It's me like forgetting the color every 2 seconds. E287. I don't see it in this kit. So let's go to the last kit. Oh, snap. I done turned one of my lights off. At least it's not pitch black like last time. It's a little too close to Halloween for that nonsense, okay? I don't need any spooks magooks. There we go. We back. All right. E287. And that's what we're looking for. I feel like, is that the color that I use all the time? Is that this one right here? No. But didn't you say rose beige? My rose beige is BR3. That's weird. Let me see if I have an E287. Do you have those same Ohuhu markers as me? I don't see an E287. So maybe they done switched it up. Yeah, I don't see that in here. I see an E280. Let's see. I am Raven Baxter, actually. I don't see E287, but I do have rose beige. And I love that color. I use it all the time. So maybe they just switched it. I'm also like not looking at every single color right now. You know, I'm doing a little skim. But BR3 is a really beautiful, lovely color. But it's a little too dark for the light skin. But it would be a good shade color. We're gonna really have to, I don't even know. So, I have tried Copic markers. You ain't never seen me in Raven Baxter and say, "Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I could be her." I'm just saying. All right. I'm stressed. That's why I don't like trying new stuff, because I'm already stressed. I just don't want her to look pink. And when I do light skin, it comes out looking pink. But here we go. I'm going to come in with Barely Beige. Okay? And we're going to build from there. Build from Barely Beige. I did a darker skin vitiligo not too long ago. All right. My coloring book options are all on my website. You can see all of them. You can scroll through my page. You can see all of them. I got lots and lots and lots of videos, like over 60 of them. All right. Barely Beige. Let's see what you're giving. Get some of that scalp going. Okay. I'm not too worried about the earring getting covered because this is kind of like a good base color for doing gold anyway. So I can be a little messy. We love that. We're doing scalp. Is this a Caucasian? Child. Anyways, so we're doing Barely Beige as the base color. And we're getting to be a little bit messy with it. Are you guys doing anything fun for Halloween? Let me know. What are your plans? I'm going to my son's Halloween parade. I'm having furniture delivered. We're trick-or-treating. This is our first year in our house, so we are going to be passing out candy, you know, a good little intro to the neighborhood. Hello. Just your local coconuts here to collect our candy tax. Thank you. Yes, trick-or-treating with the fam. You don't like Halloween? Listen, I try to like Halloween. It just doesn't excite me. I feel like it's just in the way for me to get to my holiday, get to the Christmas, okay? Halloween's just in my way. It's a warm-up, an appetizer, if you will. But my son, he is so excited. Barely can sleep. I know he in there rubbing his feet together like a cricket. So excited for tomorrow. Thanksgiving, please. We're hosting Thanksgiving. I had to spend all this money to get a dining room set, child. Because you know my dining room empty as hell. Who wants to buy dining room furniture when you buy a house? You know how much dining room furniture costs? Should be illegal. Outraged. I was like, no. This is called Barely Beige. The number is R19. Okay. I think that's giving excellent base color for light skin. Now, what I need to do is not make her darker and darker and darker and darker until the point she's not light skinned anymore. I just love to shade, child. I don't even do it on purpose for real. It just happens. All right. So, my son is dressing up as Spider-Man. That's his lifestyle. He dresses up like Spider-Man all the time, to the point where his costume that I got him, he wore it so many times before Halloween that one of the eyes popped out. And can he find it? No. No, he cannot. So, that's interesting. I'm going to have to figure that out. But that is tomorrow's issue. Can only take a one issue at a time. So I'm going in with Y145, and this is Buttercup Yellow. So he's going as Spider-Punk, to be exact. Let me come correct, because he will have a problem with that. Last year he was Miles Morales. This year he's Spider-Punk. So he's 6. All right. What's happening in the chat? I'm scared. I don't color every day, but I color a lot. Yeah, when my son was 2, he wasn't really into it. We used to just do like trunk or treat, something real simple. He wasn't walking to these houses all spread apart like this, I'll tell you that. But you know what we started doing is he rides his bike. So he'll hop on his bike and we'll walk with him. And that allows him to get a little bit more coverage, because he won't be complaining. Because, you know, these kids, they walk just 2 yards and they're like, my legs, I can't feel my legs, my knees, I can't walk. I'm like, okay. You are 35 pounds. Okay, them knees ain't been through nothing yet. They're still in the ramen noodle stage. If you don't walk to these houses, before I call your grandmother so she could tell you how she used to walk to school 18 miles in the dark with all her siblings strapped to her back, start making you feel bad. You don't know nothing. No struggles. Be so excited to do something, and now you can't walk, and now that's my problem. You knew what you were doing. You had no intentions of walking this whole time. You just here for a ride. All right, now let's see. I want to shade around here. I might have to do that with color pencil, because this is going to make it too dark. It's going to make it too dark. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get the look. All right, now I'm going to go in with the reddish yellow. To give us some of that golden undertone back. Just putting this right on top of that buttercup yellow. Okay. Giving us some golden. Okay. And I'm going to leave it like that and get right into the color pencil. You know? So, I'm going to put these in. And then I'm going to start hitting the skin tone with some color pencils. I'm going to take my little silicone mat out. And we're going to get into her. So I'm going to start off with Light Peach by Prismacolor. And this is pretty much the exact skin tone of the base color. So that would be my blending tone. Cute. I'm going to go in with regular peach. And this can kind of be my transition. So, once I master light skin, I'll go for albino. but you know, there's levels to this. But I really don't want it to come out too pink, so I'm going to be strategic in how I place these colors. The mat actually comes with the Ohuhu markers that I use. So every size of the Ohuhus that I've bought comes with this mat. So if you get a big set, you'll get a big version. If you get a little set, you'll get a little version. But it comes in clutch. And they just tuck it into all of them. So I'm going in now with burnt ochre and just gonna start adding some depth to the perimeter of her face, blending inward, super light pressure. Nothing that is going to apply too much pigment too quickly so that we can gradually build up. And this is nice and golden, so I'll kind of help balance any of the pink undertones that we got from that barely beige base that we use by Ohuhu. So just layering that color in little by little. I see someone asked about tips. This is my tips. You want to layer color very lightly and do it in layers. Lots of layers equals more control. You want to have a lighter hand so that you're able to, let me just scooch, able to apply the color exactly where you want it without it getting too pigmented too quickly in a way that you were not intending for it to come out. So you want to give yourself lots of layers. If that makes sense. So I'm just going in and building that up. I'm gonna add some dimension coming from her eye. Just laying that down. And this is on top of the Ohuhu base. So that's giving us a lot of coverage. And just bringing this around. And then I can go in with this peach and start to kind of build up color. And these are my Prismacolor markers. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate it. And I'm just taking this and filling in some of those gaps with this peach color. Keep the complexion and the range that we're going for. And just start to blend, leaving little areas for highlight throughout that we can use that light peach color to blend in. And I like to add in highlight using my Posca, my white mini Posca pen, for those really bright highlights. So, color, blending. You got Prismacolor, so you could try blending. These are my favorite color pencils. I've been exploring more, and these still reign supreme for me. Yeah, I still, listen, when I'm really trying to be low-key, I still reach for my crayons too. So, oh, Elle, you missed it. I showed it in the beginning of the session, but I'll come back to it when I do the flip through. But it came out really nice. It came out super nice. So just going in here, adding some of this. 2:42 a.m. Oh, wow. I'm in New York, so I don't even know what time it is right now, but I'm guessing somewhere near 11. I came on right around 10:15, 10:20. So I haven't been on that long. Alright. And I've only been coloring for less than that because I came on, I had to pick a page, I had to pick the markers, so have not been coloring actively that long. Alright. Yes, Elle, thank you. It is PM where I am. It is nighttime. This is my self-care nighttime routine. We color. I make these coloring books. I see there's more people in here than usual. So these are my illustrations for anyone who is new. I make these coloring books and then I color in them on live a few nights a week. It's a great time. I go live usually 5 days a week. I'd say 4 to 5 days a week. So it all depends. Right now I'm really focused on wrapping up the calendar, which I know is important to you guys. So I've been working around the clock. I just get really stuck in my head. Everything I've been drawing, I'm just like, oh, I'm not impressed. And I'm getting caught up and stuck in my head. So I've been trying to just give myself grace, not get super caught up. And just take breaks. Walk away when I start to get stuck like that. And then come back. So I took a break last night. I didn't go live. I didn't work on my calendar. I just took some rest, laid down. And then today I did make a lot of progress. So I'm glad that I gave myself permission to rest. Because once you start putting stress on yourself, everything comes out wrong. Every single time. So I'm very excited for that to come out because I feel like it will free me up. I feel like I've been neglecting the coloring club. I feel like I've been neglecting my other customer service needs. I feel like I've been neglecting my partnership stuff. Like everything feels like it's stuck because I have to get this off of my mind. So it's very overwhelming to say the least. But I go through this every year. Every year I go through this. And every year I survive. So I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be A-okay. So gotta take your time with the blending. Very important. Not to rush these things. Because that's how you get the best outcome. Layers, layers, layers. Patience and relaxation. So I'm really liking the dimension that I'm getting, building up that color. I have some nice highlights. It's looking good. And I'm not doing any overly shading where we're losing the target. We're right on track. Yes, Amazon Basic Color Pencils. They're so good for no reason. 22 dual hairs. Can't be mad at that. I know this is the, when we have this many people on the live, the trolls come. And I'm too tired to entertain trolls. Usually, you know, I'll do a little back and forth. Not tonight. Not tonight. So now I'm going to take Rose by Prismacolor and just add in. I know the coconuts are in there. I ain't even got to worry about it. Okay, the coconut is setting it off. I see y'all. Thank you. This picture is from volume 5. So I'm just adding a little blush to the cheeks. Thank you, Bonk. Coming in strong. Adding in that blush for a little rosiness. We love it. We love it. Okay. Now I'm going to go on with the light peach and just start blending out the highlight areas. And adding some of this to brighten those areas. Bring a little more dimension to the page. And I'm just going back and forth. I'm finding areas, adding in that dimension. And it's looking good. It's looking good. So let's go ahead. All right. There's a lot of people in here, so I am going to be in charge of the creative direction for this one. Hope you don't mind. I know you don't. So let's find a nice lippy for her. And I'm just looking at my Ohuhu stash. That's not the color I want. This one could be cute. Let's do a little swatchy swatch. A nice Vampy lip color. Thank you guys. Thank you. This is like a really nice base color that we can make into a nice Vampy lip. So I'm going to take this and now I'm going to go over it with Sienna Brown. I want it to be like a nice chocolate Vampy lip. Might add in some berry undertones to it. And then come down and do this. And I'm just mixing. And I want to kind of deepen that top lip. Deepen, deepen, deepen. We love, we love. It's all about building layers. I feel like a lot of the issues that come with people where their coloring is not where they want it is they're going too fast. You know? You slow down, take your time, build layers. You will see a big improvement in your art all around. Okay. And the white highlight. Aaron's patience. Wait a minute. But I don't want that. I get it. I'm not a very patient person naturally. I had to learn that. I'm going in with the brow. This is called Natural Oak by Ohuhu. And it is color YR91. Love that, super cute. Let's get into her earring. So I'm going to be using Milk White, and that is color YR212 by Ohuhu. And then I will put, you already know, BR2 Potato Brown. And this is gonna help us get that golden effect. Bring y'all down. And let's do it. So I'm gonna fill in, I see there's a little gap in her earring where her skin tone should be. So I'm gonna fill that in with the shadow color that we used. Okay. And now I'm going to be putting this here. And I'm just laying down Milk White as the base layer in those gaps. And then I'm going to take the Potato Brown, BR2, and just kind of add in some shading. Now this is a very tight spot, so I'm using dabbing motions. I'm leaving some areas for shine. Just going through and leaving some spots so I can put some highlight there. I'm also going to go over it with a little color pencil as well. Okay. So let's see. All right. Let's try and go in. I'm going with Sienna Brown. And filling in, blending out all of the above. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of orange by Caran d'Ache, just to get a little more golden kind of tones towards the edge of the blend. You can do this with yellow as well, but it's a little bit deeper. And now I'm going to, where's my mechanical pencil? Of course I moved it. It would have been better if I had my mechanical pencil, but I moved it. So I'm going to very carefully take this mini and add little dots of highlight throughout. And I'll probably go back and do a little something once I have my detail pen. But this is very teeny tiny to add some shine in there. Okay. Excellent. So now I feel like it's only right to start doing the hairs. I I think I want there to be different colored dreads here because it's all about the locks. So I think I want to have some reddish tones, some brown tones, some blonde tones. It's going to be a whole mix medley. Okay. So the Brewmate tumblers are sold out. I'm sorry. The tumblers are sold out, but they do still have the shakers in stock and the can coolers, but the tumblers sold out in 2 days. So those are gone. They've been gone since September, unfortunately. So I feel like most of the colors that I'm going for is, let me move this. This is my little silicone mat to protect the page behind it. So I am going to use mostly like the colors that come in the skin tone set. So I'm gonna start pulling some of those out and kind of figure out what color I want to go for. I think the rose beige will be perfect for that. Oh, the just regular Brewmate tumblers. You can go to brewmate.com and you'll see how much they cost over there. I assume it's the same as the Coco collab. So I'm gonna go to right here. I'm just swatching some colors. This is a nice red color, and I'm using pale mauve. And I am going to just start picking places where to put this. I think this will probably be like my base color, where the majority will probably be in this range. And I'm just gonna work my way down. For the Hillary Duff one. Oh my goodness. I get ads for that one too all the time. Hers are cute though. They sure is. Alright. I'm just going and adding in those reds. Okay, love that. I'm gonna do a little shading in between as well. Okay. And this is, I can't remember if I said, yeah, I did. R27 Pale Mauve, which this is not pale nor is it mauve, but you know, we already established Ohuhu's naming team needs some help. It needs some help. I'm not going to wish that they lose their job. I'm not going to lose their job. You never heard someone say roots? I say it on purpose. My mom was like, where you from? I'm like, you don't see them ruts? I only say that when I'm amongst friends. Don't go to school talking about roots. It's roots. It's roots. Say it right. All right. So even. Now I'm going to throw a rose beige. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And come do the same technique. And for the ones that I'm doing a different color, I want to kind of space them out a bit. So it looks, you know, a little more, I don't know, balanced, I guess. And that is BR3, Rose Beige. I feel like, let's see, Let's see what potato brown gives. Actually, I want to use potato brown to shade that one. So let me do a dark one as well. We're gonna use this, which is natural oak, YR91. So I think this is gonna be my trifecta. These three colors will be what I use to create this beautiful head of locks. So cute. I've decided officially that once all my hair turns gray, I will lock it up. That's my plan, because I just want to be that woman with gray locks. Like, I feel like that's me. That's the decision. I'm not gray yet. I'm just planning. You know, decisions like that need to be made in advance. Alright, going back in with pale mauve. And I'm just going to keep switching between these three colors until we fill it up. Right? I feel like gray and locks, like, it just goes together. It just goes together. Something about it is absolutely divine. So, I'm excited. I'll be fully gray soon though, because I have premature gray. I got my first gray hair when I was in elementary school, so any day now, I'll be all gray. Right now it's just like one stripe, got like the skunk stripe down the middle of my head. Got it from my daddy. Hopefully I don't follow his trajectory, because he been bald since like 05. Okay. Hopefully I just inherited the grays and not the male pattern baldness. Okay. He didn't have to go bald. He shaved his head, but he was like in a place where, you know, he was quitting before he was fired. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that part. Let's see what else we got. Let me do a little bit more of this. Yeah, it's definitely genetic. I'm not mad at it. My husband says to just let it all go, because I colored the stripe. I colored the skunk stripe. But a lot of times I don't anymore. I just leave it. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. But sometimes it's like when I'm trying to, because I don't know why, it throws me off. Like when my hair is straight, I don't mind it, but when I wear my hair in a bun, which is 99.9% of the time, that one stripe just going down, I can't take it. I can't. I cannot take it. I feel like I look a lot older when my hair is pulled back and I have like a gray stripe. As soon as I color my hair, I'm back. I look like me. I don't know. These are Ohuhu markers. All right. Going in with the natural oak, I believe. Yes. YR91. This is the darkest color that I'm using. Very tricky around the little details. Oh, done messed that up. Luckily, I can fix that. No mistakes, happy accidents. That's what Papa Bob said. Long live Bob Ross. Alright. Do I want to use this somewhere else too? I'll use this right here. Putting this. I'm just finding spots. I want it to be balanced, but I also want it to be random. Make sense? Don't want it to be too like rhythmic where it looks a little forced. Okay, and this is the rose beige. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. All right, go. I feel like I have, why do I have too many markers over here? I'm not using this one. All right. Now I'm coming over and thank you, Berkeley. And gonna do this side. Looking really nice. All right. I'm really liking how this is looking. Oh my god. Is she an artist or something? Wait a minute. Should I be an artist, guys? Maybe I should be an artist. All right. Then for that little gap, I'll do the dark color. Every once in a while, I surprise myself. I'm like, wait a minute. Who is she? You think I should be an artist when I grow up? I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna try and see if it's a part of my divine path or not. All right, that's looking good already. Now let's focus on the bun. Aaron, you think I should give it a shot? All right, I'm gonna go for it. 2024 is gonna be my year. I'm gonna make it happen. All right, back with our tried and true pale mauve, everybody. Not pale, not mauve, but Ohuhu says so. So here we are. I'm gonna try not to make it go blurry because when my hand is in the way, it goes blurry. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Go back, hit the corners. Alright. Gonna leave a gap. Come in with this one. Very nice. Love it from one artist to the next. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Even though I am an artist, that's one thing that I've always been very shy about. It took me a long time to like declare myself as an artist. Like I would say, oh, I like to draw. Oh, I make things, stuff like that. had a really hard time coming out and say, oh, I'm an artist. As soon as you say you're an artist, it's like instant interrogation. And it used to like make me like second guess myself. So you're like, oh, I'm an artist. They can't leave it alone. They can't be like, oh, that's nice. They'll be like, let me see your work. Instant. Do you happen to have your portfolio in your purse? Every time. And I used to get so like hesitant, like, oh my God, they're gonna ask to see my work. And I didn't want to do that. I felt like that was like somebody saying, like, oh, okay, so what's your social security number, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, let me see. Can you tell me your deepest, darkest secrets if you get a chance? Like, what? Why do you need to see everything I've ever done? It just feels personal. Like, do you mind if I read your diary real quick in front of you, or no? That's what it feels like. Now I'm past that stage where it's just like, I already know. I get my Instagram fired up. Get the TikToks, roll them. Here you go. That's me. I draw. It is what it is. People don't mean it like where they're trying to judge or anything like that. It's genuine curiosity. But it can be very intimidating. It can be very intimidating. And then when you show them your work, they feel obligated to comment on it. It's like, oh God, I can't take this. I can't take it. It feels like firsthand embarrassment and secondhand embarrassment and all the levels of embarrassment. But coming on here and drawing live and having people tell me in real time as I create what they think, definitely desensitizes you to stuff like that. So now I'm good to go. I'm like, yep, that's what I do. That's me. I be out here coloring. And then when I see like people in my family or friends or acquaintances, and they're like, oh my God, I feel like I saw you on my TikTok feed, like coloring live. Yeah, that was me. That was me. And for whatever reason, when you do things on the internet and then people you know in real life sees it, why does that feel so crazy? Like, why is it okay for a bunch of strangers to see me do something? But as soon as somebody I was in third grade with sees it and comments on it, I'm like, deactivate account. I've been found. Deactivate the whole account. Why are you here? Who sent you? Go away. This is for only people who don't know me in real life. And now, I welcome it. I spent a lot of time in like the first year of Coco Michelle hiding it from people I knew in real life. I wouldn't link it out anywhere. I wouldn't share it on my personal page. Like, I was like, I don't want anyone I know in real life to ever speak to me about this. This is not for their consumption. Mind your business. Why are you here? But now it's just so ingrained into my identity. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. I'll talk about it with pride now. Thank goodness. Took a long time to get there though. So if you're somebody who's trying to start something, not even just art, but like just get something off the ground and you feel like super embarrassed, don't be. I get it, but don't be. You're doing something that a lot of people who are near and dear to you probably wish they were doing as well. So be proud of it. Stand on it. Stand on business, okay? Because if you ain't proud of it, you ain't standing on business, homie. Be proud of yourself. But I get it. I get the embarrassment. There's also like, I know, I don't know if this is so much a thing now, but I know when I first started out, it was like almost embarrassing to be trying to do something that you're like not 100% certain about. And it's like you're trying out loud in front of everybody. And if it doesn't work, you feel like you're going to have to like answer to that. And you don't. Like, I know, and maybe it's a Leo thing. Maybe it's an only child thing. But you feel like everyone is like watching you. You feel like everyone is waiting on something to fail for you. And like, really, truly, honestly, no one is thinking about you. And I mean that with peace and love. No one's really paying attention. No one cares. Everyone's worried about themselves 99% of the time. And if you do get the occasional hater or somebody praying on your downfall, stay prayed up, keep your head in the game. You shouldn't even really notice those people because you're focused on you. You're building your own table. You don't have time to worry about what other people are doing at theirs. It really is not a factor. It just isn't. So if that's something that's like got you tripped up, leave that alone too. So don't even worry about it. So, exactly. People close to you that pray for your downfall. Well, when you get in a position to rotate those people out, go ahead and do that. You know? Don't keep people around you that don't want you to do well. That's putting yourself in harm's way directly. Rotate those people out. And sometimes people will surprise you. I know there's people that I thought I was going to have to defend my choices with and had like the whole PowerPoint presentation ready to explain. And I tell them like, listen, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm passionate about. Nothing but love. All supportive. I'm like, oh, well, that was easier than I thought. Go ahead and put this PowerPoint away for next time. Thank you. Sometimes people will surprise you. But in the cases where they really are not, and it depends on who it is. A lot of people who are near and dear to you will try and crush your dreams, as a means to protect you because they think that they know, and they're really just projecting their own limitations that they put on themselves onto you because they feel like they weren't capable of doing it, therefore you're not capable of doing it. They're trying to save you from any kind of pain or rejection or things that they experience. And sometimes you just have to let that go and be like, okay, well, that's you. It didn't work for you. And it might not work for me. I don't know, but I surely am going to give it a try. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not going to plan to fail, though. And I'm not going to plan to give up before I start. So let me do my thing. Thank you. That's it. It can be overwhelming, but you'll find a lot of the people that end up showing up and supporting you anyway are strangers. Those will be the people who support you the most, especially early on. Other people will come around, but early on, it's really going to be a lot of strangers and a few friends and family. That's just how it goes. These are the alcohol-based Ohuhus. Thank you to the coconuts who are answering questions on my behalf while I ramble endlessly. All right. That was the last lock. Stunning. All right. Putting her in position. So now what really gives the locks dimension and texture is the color pencil you put on top. So that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you. I'm so glad that I inspired you to start your coloring hobby. I hope it's bringing you peace and self-care and enjoyment. I wish all of those things for all of you. Okay, so I'm going to take my black color pencil for all of the darkest ones, which were natural oak, and I'm going to start adding some more texture and depth, and then we'll add shine and we'll just make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, don't be scared of any of it, okay? I know that the process can be scary. Everyone, whether it be the skin, the hair, whatever is stopping you, the only way to really figure out what you want to do in terms of your coloring style is to color. So if you have that desire in your heart, go ahead and color. Go ahead and color. And even if you want to practice, there's so many free downloading pages you can get from Google, and you can just practice techniques and make sure they're truly free. Okay? Disclaimer. Make sure they're really free. But you go ahead and you just practice, print those out, and just test. No pressure, nothing to worry about, and see what you like. And then if you still like it, and you're like, okay, this is not that scary, then you can start getting nicer supplies, getting nicer coloring books, etc. But you can take it at whatever speed you want to get into coloring. You don't have to be worried about it or stressed, because all you have to do is just practice. So I'm just going in. You see, I'm doing these C motions. And I have a tutorial on my page on how to do this with how to do this digitally with this same exact picture where I colored this digitally. It's in my tutorials playlist on my page for any digital artists out there who want to know how to get a nice lock texture. And then on top of this, I go ahead and I add white highlights down the center to give it the shine. So I'm just going to go through and do this to all of them. So I'm going to go ahead over here, and I'm just doing wrapping motions. Sometimes I start from the left side, sometimes I start from the right, sometimes I bring it all the way over, sometimes I bring it halfway over. Just really random, just going for texture and adding form. So I'm really trying to emphasize the sides of the locks. So sometimes I'll go in and add a lot of heavy shading to the sides just to really emphasize that the front of it is bulging forward because it is a cylinder. Make sense? So that's what I'm doing here. Come in and do this here. And that really helps. And I'm just gonna be kind of going back and forth, adding in things as it feels right. And I need one more color in between. So I'm going to use dark umber. This is also a Prismacolor color pencil. And I'm going to use this for all the pale mauve locks that we did with the Ohuhu base. And it does not have to be super neat. It can be very messy. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you for the quality comment about the paper in the coloring book, because we really spent a lot of time going through and selecting the specific paper that we wanted. So I am very happy to hear that you guys notice it and appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And I like to get like a little messy with it because I don't want it to look too neat, because that's a part of the beauty of the texture, is that it's random, it's not perfect or straight across. It adds to the texture of the lock itself. So I'm just going through, and I'm not covering all of the base, right? So the color pencil is going on top and providing texture, but you're still seeing that base peek through of the Ohuhu markers. So that makes a big difference. And I'll just show you real quick with what the white highlight does down the middle down the middle to add some shine. So I'm just going through, and you see how that just brightens up and makes it look round and like it's has form and shine, and is coming off her head. It's magic. It's my favorite part. And it just does something to my spirit every single time. It just wakes everything up. All of a sudden, your eyes know exactly what they're looking at. Sometimes it needs a little shine so that your eyes can register what you're looking at. It's all an illusion. Coco the magician, they call me. Okay. I'm here tricking y'all. How does she do it? How does she do it? I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I got a new sharpener. And guess where it is? Downstairs. I sat down and put the camera on. I said, not you getting a new sharpener and leaving it where you don't color. Get it together. That's okay, because I'm going to bring it upstairs for tomorrow night. Guys, am I really going to go live tomorrow? Probably not. It's Halloween, huh? But we're not going to be out late. I feel like I'm making excuses. My son is 6. We're not going to be out late. Let me not try and get out of my responsibilities. I already took off yesterday. These are Prismacolor pencils. That's why I don't like taking days off, because then it's like you start getting in the habit. Okay? You start getting in the habit. And you're like, well, don't do that. Don't even do that. Consistency is the only way I have been able to get anything I want, ever. I don't know what it's like to be able to do something 1 or 2 times and get what you want out of it. That I never had that luck, so I'll be here. Just a little pep talk. I'll be here. It's one of those things where it's like, once I'm here, I'm like, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm excited. But once 10 o'clock comes, I'm like, I don't feel like going on there right now. I'm so comfortable. I'm tired. Blah, 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 blah. But then I'll be getting into it, y'all. Be on here till 1 a.m. with the nonsense. Going to bed looking like I'm drunk. Like, girl, you was just in there coloring. Why are you stumbling down the hallway? Get it together. Be like, what happened in there? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Thank you so much, Gigi. If I miss tomorrow, I gotta come Wednesday. See, there's always, for every action, there's a direct and equal consequence to that action. See, and then I'm gonna be mad Wednesday. But like, see, you was playing around. You should have just went live on Tuesday. Now you gotta go live Wednesday. That's supposed to be your day off. Now look at you, mad. And I actually can't even go live Wednesday because I'm gonna be not even at my house that night. So I really do have to cut it out. I'll be here tomorrow. You know where to find me. Well, thank you so much for the roses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Isn't it so crazy to like see it come to life right in front of your eyes? This is what makes me feel warm and fuzzy as an artist. Like, this had nothing on it. It was a white page with black lines. And now look what we're doing together. You and me doing it together. Crazy. I love it. I want to cry like I did it or something. I love it. When I'm old with my gray locks, I want to be an art teacher so bad. Because I just feel like it brings me so much joy, like childlike joy. And I feel like if I can like bottle that feeling up and like give it to children, like, and just put it in them so that they have that and they can keep it with them no matter what. That's what I want to do. Because my son, like, I got him a sketchbook. Not me getting choked up. I got my son a sketchbook and he started crying. He was so excited. I was like, oh my God. This is what life's about, man. This is it. He was like, this is just so special, Mommy. Oh, I can't even take it. So, that's the goal. That's the goal. I feel like art has a place in everybody's life, in one way or another. That's why the coloring is so important to me, because I feel like it's an introduction that we all had. We all colored. We all had crayons, and when we were little, it's like one of those things, a universal experience. And you don't need a lot. You go to get $1 pack of crayons and some computer paper. Like, we've all experienced this. And it brings us all together. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like the music changed and everything to like a sentimental segment. They're like, let's slow it down. Okay, let's slow it down. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we have in the coloring club, we have a Zoom call. And I have been talking to my sister-in-law, always brings it up to me because I had told her like maybe 6 months ago, I was like, I really want to do like a tour where I have like paint and sips, or like color and sips, I guess you would say, like in different cities across the country. And it'll be like eventing, like a brunch, and like we have different topics and speakers, and like I have grand visions. So she's not letting me forget that I said I wanted that. So maybe I'll be in your hood. You can come color with Coco in real life. We'll see. I just like, I can't half-ass things. So sometimes I need to wait for the budget to catch up to the brain. I don't like things to be done in a way that is outside of what I envision. And what I envision is somebody who has a different tax bracket than me. You know what I'm saying? So once that all catches up and gets aligned, and that gap closes, I'll be in your hood. Hello, Ohuhu, Prismacolor, get these sponsors together. Because why it gotta be my coin? I'm the talent. Y'all need to come with the coin. The hell I look like? Bring the coin. So, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. A ghost. Thank you, M. So, I have all kinds of grand visions. I just be really wanting to color and do hood rat things with my friends on here, okay? That's what brings me joy. All the other parts, I'm like, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I just want to hang out with you all in color and talk my stuff, and that's it. Okay? I don't want to be answering questions and doing taxes and stuff. I'm an artist, not a mathematician. What the hell? Why am I doing so many number crunchers? I don't want to. I don't want to. These are looking so good. And like, I'm moving quick. If you're new here, I don't be coloring this fast. I got a little wind beneath my wings. I'm trying to make a lot of progress on this. See how far I could get before I, I get to clocking out and getting cross-eyed once it gets too late. Wow. Stunning. Just shading this part in. Oops. My phone charger in my way. I'm gonna unplug it because it's getting caught on my... I do have a background in art. Yes, I went to school for fashion design. I've always known I wanted to do something in the arts, so I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts. I was doing fashion illustration. I was cutting and sewing and making garments, specialized in women's evening wear. Then I graduated college, got a job at the mall. From there, I was working at Macy's, sales associate, charter club specialist, giving you your cashmere sweater sets to your aunties and mimis. And then I got promoted into a corporate position, and I was an assistant buyer, and I worked my way up there. And then I was a director of luxury accessories for licensed businesses. So I was the director of all of our licensed relationships for the luxury sector. So Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Burberry, Longchamp, Stuart Weitzman, Coach, all types of people. That was super fun. Was making some coins, was enjoying that, but felt like I was not getting the creative itch. I was not fulfilled in all ways. So I started Coco Michelle while I was a director at Macy's, and just started drawing on my iPad. My husband had an iPad that he didn't use like that. I got a used Apple Pencil off of Amazon and just taught myself how to do digital illustration. And voila, Coco Michelle was born. It was born right after my son was born, actually. Being on maternity leave was when I really realized that I missed art, and wanted to figure out how to make it a part of my life full time again. Because working as like in the buying department of Macy's, like it sounds more creative than it was. It was still creative. Like I had to think about things. I in a way that was like outside of the box. I did a ton of marketing. Like 60% of my job was marketing, I would say. So like a lot of creative direction, a lot of approving of like how things were going to be displayed in stores and figuring out creative ways to market the business, even like influencer marketing and like approving the people we're going to be hiring to create content, etc., etc. So it was creative in its own way. But, you know, I had to squint real hard at it to make it feel creative. And it still wasn't meeting what I needed. So I went back to my roots. And digital illustration, like how I make my coloring books and all of that, was all self-taught because I don't think the Apple Pencil even existed when I was in college. I know there was like a few girls in my school who had a Wacom drawing tablet, and they knew they was bad. They were like, "Yeah, y'all don't even know about this," even though like they couldn't even really draw for real. But it was just the fact that they had it, so it is what it is. So when I started drawing digitally, I just knew it was gonna come easy to me because why would digital art be harder than traditional art? That was my logic. For me, it definitely was harder. And the learning curve was crazy. I felt like I should have been better faster. You know, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. And I was like, girl, you got your degree and you know every effing thing. What the hell is the problem? Make something do with this damn Apple Pencil. And it was not looking right. It wasn't looking right. Not to me. The necks were broken, the backs were crooked, the eyes were crossed. It wasn't it wasn't giving the Coco Michelle we know and love today. I'll say that. So I just kept doing it. Luckily, my husband gave me the great honor of not telling me that the art wasn't good, which we love him for that because he knows me and he knows that I would have threw the iPad out the window and never thought about it again if I felt like I wasn't, you know, making progress. So he kept it real cute. He was like, "Yes, babe, that's what I'm talking about. Keep that up." And I just kept drawing, and I drew for thousands of hours, literally thousands of hours. And it's all logged in Procreate. And one day it just started to click. And that's one of those things where I always feel like everyone can really do anything creative because it's just about having the willpower. Like you have to want it real bad and you'll get there. Because I wasn't really that good at it to begin with. Like I wasn't at anywhere over like an intermediate level of artistry when I started. I just had the endurance to get through all the ugly stuff to get to the other side. So, and I still go through, I was telling y'all earlier, I still go through ugly phases where everything I draw feels not good enough or like it's not matching what I'm seeing in my mind, and I get frustrated. And it's all a part of the process. Usually that means I'm on the verge of breaking through to something new, a new technique, a new style. I've gone through many style evolutions in the time that I've been drawing since 2018. digitally. Like, if you go to my Instagram, you scroll all the way back, like, my art has completely changed multiple times, okay? It's like looking at an old picture of Kim Kardashian. You know it's Kim Kardashian, but you're like, wow, this is not what you look like at all anymore. I don't even know how this happened. It's a similar sensation. And I love it. I love the evolution. I love the fact that I can just change without ever feeling beholden to the old style. Like, if I come up with a new style of art and I like it, I will abandon my old style in a minute. I won't even look back. I won't even look back. If it makes me happy and it feels like it's expressing and communicating the way I want it to, next. I'm not sticking around with an art style that no longer serves me. Okay? Just like some of these people in your life that you keeping around that no longer serve a purpose. Ditch them. Immediately. Quickly. Ditch them. Get them out of here. That's what it's all about. God can't give you nothing that you don't make space for, okay? You holding on to the old, and he's like, I got this new for you, but you've been holding on to that old stuff forever. So let me know when you're ready for this. You're not there yet. So me, as soon as I get any kind of whisper, it's like, this ain't it. Bye. Goodbye. Sayonara. I do sell my art. The link in my bio has the coloring books. It has art prints, greeting cards, mugs, notepads, journals, stickers. You know, I like to dibble and dabble. All that time at Macy's wasn't for nothing, okay? I know how to make a product. I know how to make me a little something to sell, okay? Product development is my second passion. All that time, I was so miserable, especially when I was as a sales associate. I was so miserable. I was like, oh my God, I should be an artist. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Meanwhile, I'm picking up new tricks and tips and business ideas like Mario coins out here. Just all this information, all this knowledge, all of this stuff, and I don't even realize. I'm like, girl, you are exactly where you need to be. Because 18-year-old Andrea trying to run a business, 21-year-old Andrea trying to run a business, 23-year-old Andrea trying to run a business, absolutely not. I needed that. Every role that I had at Macy's served a purpose and set me up. Came out the gate. Most businesses are not profitable until year 3. I was profitable immediately because I knew how to set myself up. I knew how to price. There was 2 years of my life I spent just pricing, just incorporate pricing, learning how to mark things up, profit, sourcing goods. Like, there was so much of my time spent literally learning how to develop product. And I'm sitting there whining and boo-hooing. Girl, get it together. You don't even know. This is all going to come full circle. Every last bit of it. So now I tell people who are in situations that they don't want to be in, I guarantee you there's a reason you are where you are. And if you had to look at your life like an escape the room game where you have to find all the hidden keys before you can move on to the next room, then you do that. There's a reason why you're in the room that you're in right now, even though you don't want to be in there. Find the keys, and then you'll get to the next spot. It's hard. It's hard in that moment to be grateful for wherever you are. I get it. I'm not lost on that. But I promise you there's something for you. There's something you need to be getting from wherever situation you're in. Figure it out. Because if you rush through that, and then the opportunity comes knocking and you're not ready, you're gonna feel a type of way. You're gonna feel a type of way like, dang, I feel like I needed a little more time. So don't pass it up. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Spend so much time. That's a habit that I still have, where I'm in something and I'm trying to wish myself out of it. I found myself like at certain points wishing time would go by faster, which I know we all do, but the concept of that just is so wild to me. It's like I'm wishing like time of my life away to try and rush to the next thing. Like that's wild. It's a wild concept. Like, am I that uncomfortable? If that is how I'm feeling, then I need to figure something out. If I'm feeling like I wish my life was going by faster, that means something ain't right. We need to take a deeper look here and figure out what my options are, because I always got options. I'm never, ever, ever going to let any job, any person, any circumstance make me feel like I'm trapped, because I'm not. Never have, never will be. So instead of me wishing my time away on this earth like a mad woman, let me just figure out what I need to do to get myself in a position where I can enjoy my life and express gratitude and not be wishing time went by faster. We all, most of the time, we know exactly what it is that's irking us. We avoid things, we ignore things, we accept things that we shouldn't be. But most of the time we have that answer within us. We don't want to see it though. So once you get to that point, you won't ignore it. You won't ignore it. Exactly, Elle. Be complaining about something that you were praying for last year. That's what I was doing at Macy's. Working so hard to get these promotions and then complaining in that job that I was just sweating for. Girl, what's it gonna take for you to be happy? What's it gonna take? You have to find the things that make you feel happy. And you have to hold on to that. Because I hate to tell you, the promotion, the job, the quote-unquote opportunities, all that stuff, it doesn't make you happy. Shocker. Every achievement that I cross off the list, I'm like, it must be the next thing that brings happiness. It must be the next one, because I could have swore that I was going to feel good once I accomplished this, and here I am, standing at the top of the mountain, already looking for what's next. Well, that doesn't make sense. You know? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I've had to go through a lot of reflection and being honest with myself. Oh, nails. Here are my nails. I have a video of them when they were fresh. They're a little grown out now, but they're on my page if you're interested. I forgot what I was saying. Something about a lot. Reflection. That's what I was saying. I had to go through a lot of reflection to realize that I was the problem. I hate that. I just knew it wasn't me. How could I be the problem? I'm doing everything right. It can't be me. Definitely was me. Never happy. It can't be me. It's my circumstances. It's my surroundings. It's my job. It's my salary. It's not me. Then I remember I was like, when I was broke, I was way happier than this. I was way happier when I was broke. What does that mean? When I didn't really have anything. That's weird. That's suspicious. So you mean to tell me that all this ambition and stuff and these achievements don't equal happiness? So what does? You choosing to be happy? That's really what it comes down to, unfortunately. A little bit of delusion and a lot of choices. Because the circumstances will always change. The people change. The jobs change. The salaries change. The only constant in this equation is you. So you can choose. And the choice isn't always easy. But you can choose. And it's rough. It's rough. But once you figure it out, it gets easier. And there's certain circumstances where I can choose all I want. The happiness is not coming. And you have to go through those seasons and lean on your faith, lean on your support system, lean on healthy coping mechanisms to get to the other side, because sometimes that happiness choice ain't nowhere to be found. But you lean on the fact that it will pass, because it always does. You will be okay, because you have to be. And you'll get through it, just like you did the last time and the time before that. You're gonna be all right. You're welcome. You're welcome. A lot of these things that I'm saying out loud to y'all is because I need to hear it too. Because as I told y'all, I've been very stressed. And sometimes I need to remind myself, like, girl, you know what would be really stressful? Is if you was out here working this hard and nobody cared. If nobody was checking for you, if nobody was pressing you about these calendars, if nobody cared what you had to say, if you were doing all of this for all these years and you had nothing to show for it, that would be stressful. This I got going on, this is all a result of exactly what I worked hard for. So I can take this as a positive sign. Somebody out there cares about what I'm doing, what I'm creating, and they want to see more, and they're telling me that. That's not for, they ain't trying to pressure you. This is encouragement. This is excitement. This is support. This is community. And I get stressed and I put a lot on myself because I want to show up a certain way and I want to deliver. And a part of that is a part of why I am successful, because I have this compulsion to provide a certain level of experience to my community. And I hope I keep that with me forever, because that's important to me. But I gotta chill out. I gots to chill, because y'all hold it down every time. I never have to worry about that. Y'all will never have me out here sacrificing my well-being ever. So I don't gotta worry about that. And I love you for it. And I love you for it. Y'all be the main ones like, did you plan to take care of yourself? Are you resting? Are you doing what you need to do? That's what community is. That's what I'm talking about. Every time. Not us eating this up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. And we stay eating. Let me look at what time it is. Oh, didn't we find like a nice little community? We just built it real quick too. Just popped up and built it out of thin air, like bloop. Here we are. Here we are. You think she looks like Tiana Taylor? Dang, I've seen Tiana Taylor in real life and I ain't never seen her look like this. But you know what's funny? I feel like I have like default faces and they end up looking like Tiana Taylor. I don't see it in this particular one, but I think I lean towards Tiana Taylor, Ryan Destiny, SZA, and her. Like those faces always like appear. You know? They appear. L with the sweater suggestion. All right. So I'm going to do her sweater and then we're going to finish the rest tomorrow because I will be live. I will not be skipping. No, me all. Not me. I want to keep everything like neutrals, browns, mauves, that family. So I'm going to do this like mauve-y kind of color. And just trying to center you guys so you can see what I'm coloring above the chat as much as you can. So khaki will be a little too close to her skin color. But this is like a nice mauve-y color. So we need some contrast. So we don't want to wash her out. You know. A gold sweater. Interesting. Very interesting. I like doing these wavy lines with the brush tip. Alright, now as I get close to the edge, I'm going to use very light pressure because we don't want it to bleed over the edge. Stone in. Again, light pressure on the edge. And then I can use a little more pressure, a little more speed. The slower you go, the more even the distribution of color is, because you're allowing enough ink to go into the page. Again, we know patience and coloring go together real bad. We do not rush, because if you rush, it shows up in the coloring. Okay? That's the tip of the knife. Slow it down. Sometimes you coloring like this, and then you're like, why is this so streaky? Because you were doing too much. Slow it down. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Alright. People are still shouting sweater colors with the sweater already colored. Maybe they're just trying to remember what color they want to color theirs. Link in bio. The best way to get revenge on me is to buy my coloring book and color it the way you color it. That'll show me every time. I'll shut the hell up. I'm like, you know what? You were right. You were right. I should have did it that way. Prove me wrong. It will do it every time. I'll shut my ears up quickly. Alright, I'm trying to find It's the best payback for me. That's what I found. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do from the chat? You know, what's that really gonna do? Prove me wrong. As soon as you say that, what happens? Look around, everybody on mute. Thank you so much. If you bought all my inventory, I would never say anything wrong to you again. What could I say in response to that? You just bought all my inventory. Now what am I gonna do? Exactly. I wouldn't even have nothing to say. I'll be on my boat. You wouldn't even hear from me. I would disappear just like that. Oop, you showed me. I had to leave the country. Too embarrassed to be here. I had to get on my new boat and leave with my head bowed in shame. That's all you gotta do. I wouldn't say nothing else. Ever. So, I'm just joshing, just fooling around. And I'm just going in. This is my Caran d'Ache coloring pencil in Burnt Sienna. You like the skin tone? Thank you. Christina's gone. That me. Y'all be like, Coco. I'll be like, the only Coco I know is Coco Loco. Okay? I'll take 2. Bye-bye. My mom likes to do this thing every once in a while. She's where I get my delusional manifestation skills from. She'll be like, okay, so when I win the lottery and I get my billions of dollars, are you still gonna be doing Coco Michelle? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Coco Michelle will be going to the next level. To the next level. I will be doing Coco Michelle. You won't even know. I'll be the Andy Cohen of coloring. Have me a little late night talk show. Be coloring in real life. Okay? Don't play with me. I'm locked in. Real bad. I don't even know what kind of creative stuff I would be doing if I didn't have the pressure of bills. Okay? I'll be doing all types of stuff. Let me not have to worry about a mortgage. You think I'm going to be doing something other than coloring? Please. Be for real. I already have the pleasure of getting paid to color, okay? I've already done my big one. You gonna give me a billion on top of that? Please. I have to color. Gotta give it back. Giveaways daily. 2 p.m. every day. Giveaway. We all gonna be here. Billionaires. Coco's up on our big one. Not playing. I don't play about this. This ain't no damn hobby. This is what I do. Of course, that's not what I said to my mom. I said, yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. This is where we are. It's past midnight where I'm at, okay? This is when the eyes start going crossed. So this is a good stopping point for us. Tomorrow we'll come do the background, do the leaves, do the moon. She is giving. We managed to get us a light-skinned sister. Round of applause. Round of applause. We did not make her into a mocha latte queen as we usually do. We kept her light-skinned. And now I feel like I'm one step closer to being able to do albino. Okay? we're making progress. That's all baby steps. So we did our big one. So this was very fun. I felt like we was really getting in the deep tonight, okay? I love these sessions. They make me feel so inspired. I feel just so grateful. And I'm going to sleep real good. And I hope you guys too. I hope that you guys stay safe tomorrow. Enjoy your Halloween. I will be here waiting for you, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. And enjoy. Be safe. Please be safe. My God, please. I pray for you all. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.